she has to protect her child. Of course, she also has to protect her own emotions and also protect her child, of course. At this point, her child is a priority. So, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Just for Questions with Rosebud, and I am your guest and your host for today. Today's episode is definitely an interesting one. So, if you do not have your popcorn with you, go and get a popcorn right now. So today's question is, do you think single mothers are right in shutting out their kids' dad? Now you see, that's definitely an interesting question. So because I am your host and your guest, I am going to be talking about that. So sometimes I just be like, why is it that there are so many single mothers and then there are no single dads? Is it that it's just the mothers that just get pregnant? If there are no male in the picture, like why is it just the lady that is involved? What happened to the man? Why is there no man in the picture? Like I used to think about this when I was younger, but then I realized that some men actually shut themselves out, why sometimes the women shut the men out. And then I'll be talking about some of the reasons, and then I will not tell you which side I would actually. I'm not really going to be picking side in this, so I'm just going to say what I think about it, like why I think single mothers shut the men out or the father of their child out. So now this being right or wrong, single mothers shutting the father figures out of their child's life, being right or wrong, all depends on the individuals involved. Yes, it depends on the individual involved. If the person is an irresponsible person, what do you expect her to do? She has to protect her child. Of course, if the person is emotionally unavailable, what do you want her to do? She also has to protect her own emotions and also protect her child, of course. So at this point, her child is a priority. So if the man or the male figure there or the father figure there is not able to provide safety for her and the child, she doesn't have an option but to shut her out. But then before concluding, let me tell you a story. So there is this my sister's friend who got pregnant for her then boyfriend, who is now her ex, and then they decided to keep the baby. They both agreed on keeping the baby. Then along the line, while she was like 5 months gone, he changed his mind and said he doesn't want the baby anymore. Wow. She likes him a lot and she really wanted him to change his mind. She was already 5 months gone. There's no way she would want to, remove the child now. It's no longer possible for her. It's risky now. She was like, assuming he said it earlier, it would have been a different case. But right now, it's not possible that she can change her own mind that easily. So she hoped that he would come around. She spoke to people that knew him, spoke to the boy's family, his friends, relatives, all of that, and he refused. He doesn't want the child anymore and he wanted her gone. So that was the end of the relationship, and then she carried the child all by herself. Her parents frustrated her life. They didn't want her around. In fact, they didn't treat her anything close to being their child anymore because they felt embarrassed. Her parents are actually very top people in the church and they felt disgraced and embarrassed. And so later on, she gave birth to a very handsome boy. And later, when the child was like around 5 to 6 months, the man came back into her life and apologized. And because she still has a soft spot for him, she accepted him back. And they got back together. But her parents were very, very, very against it because he was nowhere to be found all this while, especially her dad. He has not even met with this soul. He has been very, very, how will I put it? He has been a ghost all this while. But then she still liked him, and so she gave him a chance. She allowed him to be with their son and stuff like that. And then later on again, the guy ghosted her again, like started acting up again. Like it was very confusing. She tried to understand what the problem was, but actually there was no problem. This is just this guy being irresponsible, because right now he's a father and he has to take care of his child, but he's being irresponsible. This is him not trying to take up responsibility. In fact, I just feel like this is him being irresponsible. He doesn't want to be a part of his child's life, and he doesn't just want to be a part of their life. And one time when she tried to understand what the problem was, and he was saying he got back with his first love and he still loves that one, and he cannot see himself not being with that one, and then he also loves this one and the son, but he doesn't know how to do it, but he loves the first love more, so he wants to go back to his first love and all of that. Like, this is playing with this lady's mental health. She's not even in the right state of mind, so how is her child going to be in the right state? So it's best for her to just stay away from this man who is confused and does not know what he wants for himself. It's not better. So I think in some situations it is okay if the lady decides to shut the father out for her own safety, for her child's safety, for the sake of her mental health, for the sake of her child's emotional well-being and all of that. So you cannot really blame some of the single moms for shutting out their child's dad. Some of them have tried. They've tried to reach him. They've tried to see if he would be a better person, if not for anything, for the sake of their child. But no, it's not working. So is it right for a single mom to shut a child's dad out? Well, it depends. Well, it depends. That's just the truth. So with all of this, I think I'm able to answer that question based on my own opinion. I think it depends. It depends on the individuals involved. There are also good male folks out there. There are good ones that are responsible enough to even do the co-parenting. So it depends on the parents involved. It depends on the individuals involved. So that's my answer for this question. So what do you guys think? What are your thoughts? Well, whatever you think, you can always drop it in the comment section. Please don't forget to comment and like and share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this very episode. Thank you so much for being on my channel. I really do appreciate you all. Thank you. Bye bye.